exercises first, and then we're going to go through 3 rounds. If you want, you can do as many of the 3 rounds as you like. So we have our standard slow motion burpee where we're going to reach out, we're going to hinge at the hips, bring those hands down to the floor, and then walk out, hold here, and then walk back, and then reach up as high as you can. So we'll do that, and then we'll walk out, and our final one, we're going to lower kind of that chaturanga, keeping your elbows in close, which then we're going to lie on your back, and we're going to take your arm overhead, and we're going to reach up and touch. So this is, and you're keeping the other arm on the floor, all right? And then we'll switch and we'll do the other side. So 30 seconds each side, really trying to really get your back up off. And we're doing hip flexion and spinal flexion at the same time. So again, we'll do 30 seconds of those each side, taking breaks as you need. Then we'll turn over. We're going to do a push-up hold, and we're going to do a knee to the same side elbow, take it out, knee to the opposite side elbow, back out, same side, back out, opposite. All right, we'll do each of those for 30 seconds. All right, and then we move into the kneeling or the seated, right? So if you don't want to do the kneeling, then sit in a chair, and we're going to reach up, we're going to rotate across, and then you're going to pull it back down and in. When we rotate, we're trying to keep all of this nice and stable. Try not to let the lower body do a lot of movement. We don't want those hips moving a lot, all right? Then we're going to stand. We're going to do squat hold. So this is where it's nice to even have that chair to squat down. And what we're going to do is just hover above it and then back up, all right? Down, hold, and back up. When we're down and holding, you can play around with what your knees are doing and try to think about what your knees are doing are affecting your hips. And then you can also think about how far you're pushing your knees forward and hips back. So we'll talk a lot about that in all of those positions. And then we're going to do heel raises. So here you might want to do it close to a wall, next to that chair that you might be using, or a countertop. We're going to do one leg at a time, just going up onto the toes, lifting the heel, pushing your toes into the floor. We'll do each of those for 30 seconds. All right? Or about 5 second holds, but total time will be 30 seconds. Any questions on those? All right, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll get my trusty timer going here. So again, we've got our first one. We've got our slow motion burpee. So today's gonna be a little bit more intense than our other workouts of the week. Think of the other workouts that have been preparing us for today. All right, so here we go, hands up high. We're hinging at the hips. Bring those hands down, walk out, hold here, and then walk back. Be cognizant of which hand are you leading with. Reach all the way up to the sky. We're gonna hinge those hips back. Are you leading with the same hand when you lead, right? So now I'm gonna step back with my right hand first. And next time, we're reaching up, lift up high to the sky. Next time, I'm gonna start with my left hand back. So then down, walking it out. Hold the plank hold. And then walk it back. So I started with the left hand. Reach it up. Here we go, hinge back. Down, walk it out. And now I'm gonna lead with the right. Taking it back with the right hand first. Roll up through the spine, reach those hands high. We're gonna hinge, final one. We'll find our way to the mat and we're gonna stay on the mat. Here we lower ourselves, keeping those elbows in close. And then you'll find your way to your back. All right, so arms along your side. We're gonna take the opposite arm overhead and we're touching arm to toe. Up, keeping this hand on the ground. Slowing it down, especially on the way back down. Can you go slower? If touching the toe is too difficult, try to go for your shin. You can touch the shin, okay. Relax. We're gonna switch sides. Left arm along your side, right arm up. Here we go. Reaching up. Try to go slow on the way back down to the floor. Maybe time for one more. And relax. All right. Now we're back over to the push-up position. Here we're going to have our hands out a little bit wider than we were doing on that burpee, slow motion burpee. So take your hands out to the edges of the yoga mat. We're over. We're going to take the knee to the same side elbow, out. Take knee to the opposite elbow, back out. Same side elbow, out. Opposite elbow, out. Same side elbow, out. Opposite elbow, same side, out. Opposite, out. And relax. Take a small break, lower down to the floor. And then we'll do the opposite side. Here we go. 3, 2, up and go. Knee to the same side elbow, foot back out. Opposite elbow, foot back out. Same side, foot back out. Opposite side. Good. Same side, foot out. Opposite side, foot out. Here we go. Same side elbow to the knee, knee to the opposite elbow. Final time, and out, and relax. All right, so now we're to our kneeling exercise. We put a lot of strain and stress into those wrists. So checking to see how that feels. So here we're going to go reach opposite arm of the knee that's in front, and then we're going to reach across. That's going to stretch through here. We're tightening this back up to pull us back down, arm down. Reach up, reach across, back down, and arm down. So reach up, reach across, keeping your lower base nice and stable. Pull back across and down. We're going to go ahead and switch sides. So again, you can do this seated in a chair if you like. Here we are. We're going to reach up. We're going to go across. Use this side to pull us back down. Arm back down. Reach up. Across. So trying to do very distinct movements. So opposite. Yep. There you go. You're reaching across the body, then back down. Up. And across. And back. Good. All right, so now from this position, you can put your hands right there in your thigh and lunge up. Because now we're going to do our fun, everyone's favorite, squat holds. So air squats, body weight squats. So here we are. If you want, you can take your hands out in front. That's going to help put a little bit less strain into your hips as you squat down and hold. And then we're back up. Back down. If you want, if that's one more of a challenge, you can bring your hands to your fingertips. And then back up. And down. There you go. Try to keep your chest and chin up. Sometimes it helps to visualize, like up, look at where your wall and ceiling meet, and then back up. Here we go. Again, once you're down here, think about, can you push your knees out wider? What does that do to your hips? And back up. Do you feel it here? Do you feel it in your low back? Do you feel it in your knees? What do you feel when you're holding this squat position? Do you feel it in your mid back and your shoulders? Here we go. We got time for one more. We're going to squat down and hold. And up. Now we're going to do our heel raises. All right. So now we're going to stand on a single leg. I like to bring the other leg, we can do in front, behind. I like to put my foot right next to my calf and my lower leg. We're gonna lift up, you're gonna hold that. And then as you're holding the heel up, think about pushing your toes into the floor even more. Then lower. We're gonna lift up, push those toes down, and lower. You're trying to go as high as you can, and then push your toes down just a little bit more. Here we go, once again. And down. All right, shake it out. Get ready to do the other side. Enjoy the brief break. Here we go, opposite side. Here we go, we're up. Squeeze, push those toes down, and relax. Back up, get the heel up. Once the heel is up, push your toes down. Heel up. Once you're up, try to really push into the floor even harder. Back up and hold. Squeeze. Trying to be nice and stable. Try not to do a lot of movement and relax. All right. Round two. To scan the body, how does your body feel? Good job. Round two. So do as much as you can. Really monitor, knowing that today is pretty intense. This is the first time that we've done at this level. So really, monitor your body. So here we go. Hands up. We're going to hinge at the hips. Bend the knees to get the hands to the floor. We're going to walk out. Get in that push-up position. Step the hands back. And then roll up through the spine. Take those hands high to the sky. Be as tall as you can. See how your body likes this. Hinge at the hips. Walk back out. This time I'm going to lead with my right hand back. Roll up through the spine. Reach the fingertips high in the sky. Here we go. Hinge at the hips. Walk it down. And I'm going to walk back with my left hand. Rolling up through my spine. Hands high to the sky. Is there any point along this motion of pushing your hips back, hinging at the hips, where you get tight? We're going to roll out. We're going to hold this, and we're going to keep our elbows in and lower down to the floor. Good. We're going to roll onto your back and enjoy this 15-second break before we do our alternating hand, opposite hand to toe touch. So the other hand is along your side. The opposite hand is above head. The hand that's above the head, we're going to touch the opposite toes and then back down. Again, if touching the toes are hard, just touch your shin. You can use your elbow of the hand that's along your side. Keep that hand that's along your side on the floor and use that to support the body, because your abs are still having to lift your body weight and your leg. Go ahead and relax. We'll switch sides. Hand over head. Enjoy this nice break and stretch. Here we go. Try to go down a little bit slower than you go up. Use that elbow. Maybe time for one more and relax. All right, we're back over to a push-up position. Here we've got the hands a little bit wider to the edges of the yoga mat. We're taking knee to elbow. So we're going to go knee to the same side elbow, foot back out. Knee to the opposite elbow, hold that, foot back out. Same side, foot back out. Opposite side, up and squeeze. Same side, out. Opposite, out. We'll touch each elbow one more time. If you're still doing it, feel free to take a break. Foot out. Foot to the opposite side, and out, and take a break. You can lower down to the floor. All right, now we'll do the opposite leg. So your wrists are really getting a workout today. Your shoulders, knee to the same side shoulder, foot out. Knee to opposite side, foot back out. Same side, out, opposite side, out. There you go. Opposite elbow, squeeze it in. Keeping those elbows straight. Try to just let the leg that is moving. And then we're going to do our kneeling exercise or the seated. Give yourself to catch your breath. Give me a chance to catch my breath. All right, so here we are. We're gonna reach up. We're gonna lean across, trying to keep this lower body nice and stable. Come back, hand down. So here we're checking shoulder extension, reaching across. How does your spine feel? Do you get any popping? Back. One more, reach and reach across. Bring it back and then down. Here we go, we're gonna switch sides. Reach up, reach across, back down, and arm down. Up, reach. Really keeping that base stable. There you go, making it two separate movements. The reach, the lean. We come back from the lean and pull that arm back down. Reach across and down. All right, now from here, what we're gonna do is you're gonna put both hands on your leg and you're gonna stand up. There you go, nice. All right, 2 exercises left in our round 2. We have our squat holds. So again, if you want, you can take those hands out in front, you can keep them here. Where do you feel it getting tight? Back up. Do you feel it in your low back? Do you feel it in your hips? Do you feel it in your neck and shoulders? Back up. When you're down here in the squat, can you play around with getting over your toes a little bit more, pushing your knees forward? Can you push your knees out? Back up. And down and hold. What happens when you push your knees out? And back up. Do you get any pains? Do you feel any like sharp issues when you make these little subtle changes? Back down. And what we're doing is we're exploring to see, can your body tolerate these things? We're not forcing it. If it's painful, back out of it. Don't do it. Down and hold. Back up. We have time for one more, or go ahead and take a break and join us when we do the heel raises. All right, march it out, shake it out. So I feel that a lot in the front part of my hips. Explore where you feel it. Becoming more aware of your body. All right, here we go. Single leg stand. We're going up, lifting your heels, push those toes into the floor, and lower with control. Go up. Once you're up, push the toes down and lower. Here we go. Lift, push the toes down and lower. Up, push the toes down and relax. All right, march it out. We'll do the other side. Here we go. Single leg stand. We're going up on the toes, push the toes down, lower the heel with control. Up, trying to go up as high as you can, push the toes down, and lower back down. Go ahead and lift up, push the toes into the floor, dig into the yoga mat, drop the heels down. Here we go, once again, lift up, hold there, and down with control. Nice. All right, enjoy the brief break. I'm gonna reset my timer, and we've got round 3. So again, listen to your body. How have you changed? Has your temperature changed since we started? Hopefully you have a little bit of a sweat. I know I do. All right, here we go, our slow motion burpee. So we've got our hands up high, we hinge at the hips. Take those hands down to the floor, bending your knees, walk the hands out. Lean with alternating hands. So that time I led with my left hand, reach those hands high to the sky, hinge at the hips, walking your legs back out, or arms back out, away from your legs. This time I'm leading with my right hand. We're gonna reach up, reach high in the sky, or your shoulders and your back okay with this. Hinge. We're gonna walk out, and then walk back with the left. We're gonna reach up to the sky. There you go, hinge at the hips. We're gonna walk those hands back out. Lead back with our opposite hand that you did the first time. What it becomes is now you have to focus, hinge at the hips, make it a brain exercise by remembering which hand did you lead with the previous time. Okay, we're gonna reach up. This next time we're gonna hinge, walk those hands out. Keep the elbows in close as you lower yourself to the mat. There you go. And then we're gonna find ourselves onto your back for our opposite hand to leg toe touch. All right, here we go. Use the elbow that's on the ground. Try to go down slower than what you get up there. There you go. If this starts to get difficult, you can just lift up from here and not lift everything. All right, there are some alternatives. All right, now we're gonna relax, enjoy the brief 7-second break as we take the opposite hand overhead, bring that side that was overhead along our side. Here we go. Reach up, trying to go down slower than you got up. When that gets difficult, you can just bring the hand and leg up into the air. And relax. All right, now we have our push-up with our knee tuck. So again, hands are a little bit wider. All right, here we go. So we're taking the knee to the same side elbow, foot goes back out, knee to the opposite elbow, foot back out, same side, hold it there, back out, opposite side, back out, same side, back out, opposite, back out, taking breaks as you need it, same side, back out, opposite side, back out, and go ahead and take a break. And we'll come back up in just a second and do the opposite leg. Here we go, we're back up, knee to the same side elbow, foot out, knee to opposite elbow, foot out. Same side, out, opposite side, back out. Same side, out. There you go. And lower. All right, we're to our kneeling exercise. Or you can be in a chair. You can go ahead and sit. So we're going opposite. We're reaching. We're coming back, pulling the arm down. Reach, lean over slowly, and then come back and down. Because what we're doing when we reach, and as we lean over, we're making these muscles have to work harder to pull us back. Hand down, here, keep that lower body nice and stable. Back together and down. We'll go ahead and switch. Take a small break. The other thing you're doing is you're checking to see how much motion you have before you experience tightness. So we're gonna lean across, back up, arm down. Reach up, across, and down. So this side for me is just harder to move. I feel more locked. I just don't feel like I even get as good a movement. And it might be the same, but what it feels like is very different. Up, reach across, and down. All right, from here, Hands come to the front of the thigh. Use that to help yourself get up. There you go, nice. All right, 2 exercises remain for round 3. We have our squat holds and our heel raises. All right, here we go. We're squatting down. Sit back if you can, and back up. If you want, you can take your hands out in front and pull them back up. Good. When you stand up, squeeze those glutes. Try to stand up as tall as you can, and then squat back down and hold. Back up at the top is where you want to squeeze and push your hips forward. And then as you drop back, sit back, knees out, and back up. Take a break if you need it. You can join us at the next exercise. There you go. Up and hold. Good job. Down. Take those hands out if you want. Make it a little bit easier. Back up. Down. Hold. Think about taking your knees out wide if you can. And back up. Last one. Here we go. Down and hold. And up. Nice job. All right. So we got our heel raises. You've done a great job. Give yourself a pat on the back, making it through all these exercises. Maybe take some time to wipe some sweat off like I'm going to do. All right. Single leg heel raise. Lift the toes. Lift up onto the toes, lifting your heel, and then slowly go back down. Lift up and down. Lift. As you're lifting, push those toes into the floor once your heel is up. Here we go. Up. Push the toes down. And relax. Last one. Lifting up. Once you're up, try to dig those toes in and relax. Nice. Shake it out. Final exercise. Nice job. Sometimes the tough part is just showing up. We're going to lift the heel, push the toes in, lower the foot, lift the heel, push your toes into the floor, and down. Here we go. Lift up. Once you're up, push into the floor a little bit more, and down. And as we're pushing, you're trying to push through that big toe as much as you can. And down. One more. We're up, push, and relax. Excellent job. Nice job.